G'day and welcome to another Motley Fool video. This time the latest in the series we're calling What I've Been Reading. Now hopefully it's not the first one you've seen of these, but if it is the first one, well, firstly, please do us a favor, like and subscribe. If you get to the end and you like what Mitch has to say, and you will, I'll introduce him in a second, then please do like the video. It's good for his ego, good for mine, also helps other people find the channel. More importantly, if you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, next time there's one of these or a stock of the month or a stocks in focus or a Motley Fool TV or a Motley Fool Live, whatever we're doing on YouTube, you'll be notified so you don't miss a thing. So yes, that's important. But this series is really because our analysts are very smart, very educated, very inquisitive people. They're very curious and they like to learn. They like to know stuff. So we're reading regularly all the time. And we figured, hey, if we're doing it, we'll share it with each other. We might as well share it with you too. So every week we'd release a new video on what I've been reading to hopefully help you find the next thing you might want to read, or at least just learn what our analysts have learned from their reading themselves. Now, I will now introduce Mitchell Lawler. Mitch, g'day.
How's it going, Stuart?
Mate, very, very well, thank you. And thank you for spending some time. You've been reading a book I've heard a lot of good things about. It's called The Ulysses Contract by Michael Kemp. Tell us about The Ulysses Contract.
Yeah, it's a fantastic book, and I think it's timely given the bit of volatility that we've seen in the market as of late. But the book is essentially about it's based on the ancient Greek tale of Ulysses and his adventure, where there is an island with sirens that are basically tempting the sailors to attract them into the island, and they often crash. And so Michael Kemp sort of intertwines that with investing lessons, and he talks about these sirens as things that tempt investors to actually, derail their investment journey. Some of those are, timing the market or things of that nature. So he, the Ulysses contract then is the ability to, and people with a law background probably have heard of this before, where it's a agreement ahead of time. You set yourself something, you assign yourself up to it to ensure that you don't, um, you know, come undone when the time comes. So Ulysses, as part of the Greek tale, puts beeswax in his sailor's ears and in his ears, and he's tied to the marks because he actually wants to hear the sirens without detouring and sort of hitting the rocks and coming undone.
Nice, I like that a lot. It's yeah, we call it pre-commitment, call it staying on the straight and narrow, staying the course, whatever phrase we use. It is so important, right? Because there is so much that can distract investors, that can lead us to making inopportune decisions, bad decisions, at exactly the wrong times.
That's right. And I mean, I've spoken to a few people during the last few months who, given all this uncertainty, unfortunately, they've talked about potentially, selling
Mm.
a lot of their shares, putting it all into cash, and, you know, really falling, coming unstuck from their initial plans of that compounding engine of the stock market, just because they haven't made that pre-commitment with themselves about what it is that they would do during these times of uncertainty. And I think we've seen, and obviously can change in the short term once again, but we've actually seen the market was down about 10% year to date a few weeks ago, and now we're basically flat again. So unfortunately, some of those people may have tried to preempt things and convert fully to cash, and it hasn't really panned out that well, based on the current circumstances.
Yeah, I love that. We're recording this on the 6th of May, just the date stamp. There's 2025. If you're watching in future years, then we were young once. But also, yeah, you're right, man. I literally was doing those as you were talking, then trying to find the detail. The market hit a low of 7,000. This is the All Lords. 7,524 points on Monday, the 7th of April. It has gained 11.1% since. Together, it's now 8,363 points at the time of recording. Numbers are hard on audio and video, but broadly, that's just to back up what you just said. The idea that, and by the way, we've been here before. We've been here with COVID, the GFC, the all of the crashes. Right? One of my favorite lines is the market's never yet failed to regain and then surpass a previous high. So panicking when things are down has almost never been a great idea. If you're lucky enough to time the market, well, thank your luck, but that luck tends to run out at some point. So I love what you said. Mate, I wonder if there's a particular lesson or a particular insight you wanted to share with our viewers as we finish talking about the Ulysses Contract by Mike Kemp.
Yeah, there's a particular quote that Mike Kemp references in the book from Benjamin Graham, who's the father of value investing. And it goes that the investor's chief problem, uh, an even worse enemy, is likely to be himself. And I think that really points out that throughout our investment journeys, there are many challenges and pitfalls that we will come in contact with throughout that. But the one that we should probably be most concerned about and spend the most time trying to adapt to is our own behaviors. It's the enemy within. So I think if people take a little bit of time to, understand what it is that they want out of this, what is their true risk tolerance, um, and to prepare for those moments that we've seen just recently as well. But maybe you haven't made the best decision in hindsight in the last few months, but there's no better time than the present to prepare for the next. So I think there's a good lesson in resetting, understanding what you really want to do come the next downturn or the next challenging period, and write yourself your own Ulysses contract for that circumstance.
I love it. Thank you very much, Mitch, for sharing the Ulysses Contract with us. There will be a link, probably an Amazon link or something, to the book below this video in YouTube. If you want to go and check that one out, you can you get a link from there. Just Google Ulysses Contract, you'll find it. All the good bookstores, as the cool kids used to say. That's all the good book websites. Mitch, thanks for sharing Ulysses Contract with us. Thank you to you for watching. We appreciate you spending some time with us. We do hope you will subscribe and like the video. And until we speak again, full on.
Go on.